just real quick video using as a live stream. It will be up at all times whenever you want to watch it, if you want to watch it. And I just want to briefly talk about how these YouTubers have been losing their viewership over the time, either due to maybe something controversial or stupid decisions they've been making, losing their audience, yada yada yada. And it's not like I haven't noticed that in the viewership. I also want to say is I don't think someone like Actman and such. I know I've made a comment where I would think Actman would do a hot takes video, but he's mostly on top of the stuff when somebody starts copyright claiming you. Like, he's mostly focused on going after channels that do stupid stuff like that. So if Angry Joe or Jim Sterling decided to do that stuff, then he would probably come and start tearing them a new asshole, basically. But I want to go through, and you can do this too by searching both YouTubers or multiple of these YouTubers I'm going to bring out on your YouTube app or whatever. You can even open a separate page. So let's take, I want to do Angry Joe first. And I actually want to say that I wanted to make a video titled Angry Joe's Angry Review of Baldur's Gate 3 just to be a jerk and to kind of get his attention, but I decided I want to do something else, as well as I don't know how that will be looked at, but we would have to see. And then, as well as, like, I don't know how he would feel if he actually gave a crap towards that. So, if you look at popular uploads, his Destiny Angry Review and Fallout reviews and stuff hit like 8 million, 10 million, 8 million with The Witcher 3, 8 million with No Man's Sky, and then it just goes down after a lot of his older, like 74 years ago is the most that like he's really done the best then, and it just, yeah. And then you go over and look at uploads, and I know he'll get more views over time, of course, but like even his Gollum and Redfall doesn't pull anywhere close to those other reviews. And even looking through his angry reviews as recent really do not have the same impact as Resident Evil 4 has 600k. His PSR, he still gets 1 million here and there, but it really only hits 1 million. Another thing, Saints Row does hit 2 million, but I think people wanted to see him turn that one on the one, honestly. But yeah, he's been lacking on it. Unless it has a big audience or attention, like Elden Ring here, like I don't think it's gonna get the attention otherwise. Because look at like his AGS news and stuff, 76k. Most of the videos, if you go through here, only hit 100k. Now that's not awful, but for his channel, he's made to 10 million and 1 million on most of his 1 or 2 million with some of his angry reviews. But nobody cares about these frickin' AGS news as much, or his sit-down movie or TV show reviews, or just these whatever these side videos are. Just nobody gives a crap. Just 100 views, 100 views. Even his like reaction videos, the trailers, those are reaction videos. Reaction videos usually do pretty good, but his, nah, not even close. And yeah, it's just like the most I'm seeing here is 400k, unless it's an angry review. Nobody cares about, and he realized he doesn't do many angry reviews as he used to, or at least in the style that he used to, where it's mostly sit-down reviews. I bet even that Redfall review is a sit-down review for the most part, and maybe some skits in between. Then you look at his shorts, even his shorts, and shorts usually get a lot of people watching them too, are getting the same amount of views basically as his freaking other videos, from 1k to 100k to 200k 300K is the highest, basically, at 353. Yeah, in the 300s. Like, even a better substitute who has 2 million less, and keep this in mind, I'm going to be using Jim Sterling, I see him there. Keep this in mind, my friend brought up a good point that you could have dead weight subscribers subscribe to your channel, technically being that those are channels that are not even used anymore, or maybe somebody doesn't have the password or something to them anymore, so they're just dead weight now, just sitting there. And yeah, your subscribers will probably climb, but they're climbing from probably a lot of dead channels, a lot of dead weight. And that could be said the same for these other channels. But here you have Jeremy Johns with 1 million, and he just uploaded a video 41 seconds ago. Interesting. Gran Turismo, cool. And he's got very short videos too, so of course he'd probably get more views. But like, he's racking up 200 views, 400K, 1 million, 800K. He's getting technically more views on most of his uploaded videos than Angry Joe does. And then we come over to Jim Sterling. Jim Sterling is not doing great either. The most he can hit is also 100K, 72K, 141K. Yeah, and if you look down at popular uploads, most of it was like I think the last time he was necessarily good was maybe 4 years ago. There are some 3 years, the deeper you go. But if you go, and you have to go really far, by the way, that Division 2 video, which started probably his decline in the first place, is really far in here. Just like I predicted with, it's probably going to happen with Angry Joe, is his views aren't going to be hitting the same levels they technically already aren't without my help. Is that they're just going to go down because they cause a big problem with their audience or other YouTubers. Jim Sterling mostly caused problems with his audience, though. And there are tons of YouTubers that have talked about his bullcrap on multiple occasions now. So, yeah. But if you have to go really deep in here, and he's not, like, getting the same amount of views he used to, and I keep saying he. I know that Jim Sterling is, but like that's just something I'm used to because I haven't watched him in freaking so long. Matter of fact, the last time I watched him was that Division 2 video. I even said that in my other video. So I want to clarify, I'm not doing that to be rude. It's just kind of a reflex, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. That's how I knew Jim Sterling back in the day. They, or whatever you want to use for, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I don't care either, since this person is a dickhead anyways. I only knew about their video through word of mouth, and that god-awful title of his on the Zelda one, and just being like, oh, so he's saying that people deserve to have games spoiled, and he was using Zelda as an example of that. And I'm like, no, like, nobody deserves to have that stuff spoiled. And if some person in this freaking video, by the way, on Jim Sterling and me saying he or whatever, tries to do the same thing the skateboard guy did and gender explain to me, shut the frick up. It's a mistake. Quit it. It is unprofessional of you, too, and very childish. Go be a generic bully somewhere else, please. Anyways, clarifying that real quick. Yeah, he's just hasn't made the same views that he used to. He's also in the 100K compared to Angry Joe. You could chalk that up to other things, of course. That could be the reason. But these are like his Gymquisitions. Those used to be his most popular videos back in the day. I keep saying his. Sorry. They're popular. I don't even freaking know that. You see why this is freaking annoying? Uh, back in the day, you have to know a person to actually get used to, and I don't honestly want to know Jim Sterling anymore because Jim Sterling's a dickhead and still shows to be a dickhead when doing videos like that Zelda one and so on. And I still haven't heard great things about Jim. So yeah, that sucks. Like they shouldn't have. They haven't. You should never cross your viewers. You should never talk crap about them or attack them or whatever. Like it is when you start attacking your viewers that I think it draws the line. Let's take a look at Actman, actually. I want to quickly look at Actman. Now, of course, something like Night's Watch isn't going to make. I was going to use Night's Watch. Night's Watch doesn't make as many views, but it is a smaller channel, technically. Let's see. Yeah, Actman makes quite a bit still. Like, geez, look at the 1 millions he made. He made like 3 1 million videos in a row, and then the other one was 800K. That's pretty good. Oh, and here's another 1 million. 2 1 millions. Yeah, he's getting the 400K, 600K, 7K, 300K, 700K, 400K, 600K, 700K, 500K, 900K, 1 million, 800K, 200K. Okay, that one's small. That's a smaller clip, though. Though I would expect it would be viewed quite a bit. 1 million, 1 million, 900K, 1 million. He's doing better. 2 million, 1.5 million, like 7K, 2 million. Like he's doing much better, and I think he uploads less than Angry Joe. I even think here's something funny too. Let me actually use Brandon Tenold as an example. Bring up Brandon Tenold and see his viewer count. Like because Brandon Tenold is a smaller channel. I want to use him really quick. So let's see. Those are just smaller clip videos. So okay, he's not making too much, but once again, like I said, he's a smaller channel. It's just the fact that I think he's making 100K on a couple of these videos here and 90K. That one's 200K, 173K. Oh, that's four. Okay, that's 4K. 275K, 119. The fact that a lot of his videos still, though, his movie reviews, are all getting the same numbers as, and that's mostly what he does on his channel too, is mostly getting the same exact numbers as Angry Joe and Jim Sterling. And this is, I'm pretty sure he's a much smaller channel. Let's see. Brandon Tenold. Oh, it's already on here because I searched him multiple times. Yeah, he's only got 228K subscribers. He doesn't have nearly as much dead weight as Angry Joe and Jim Sterling probably have on their subscriber counts. I probably have dead weight for a small channel. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, like you're bound to have that kind of same problem. Oh, there's my stream. Hi, stream. But yeah, and of course, like Shad and Shad's Night's Watch won't do as many K. Let's take a look at. I don't think he's pulling as many numbers as he used to. It's decent. Like 50K is some of the lowest it gets. What's his highest? He's got 10 million views, 7, 6 million, 5 million. He's got the decent number million. People probably kind of lose traction with these channels too as they go. But I don't think it's too much of a problem for like the Night's Watch or Shadversity, as Night's Watch is a smaller channel. definitely smaller than Shadversity. There's also the fact that maybe people are just losing interest in the subjects that Shadversity is bringing up or doing. Yeah, look at that. Night's Watch is even smaller channel than frickin' Brandon Tenold. And yeah, they pull in moderate viewers on their stuff. But just the fact that they're pulling in 100K with some of it similar to Angry Joe is just sad to think about with Angry Joe. Angry Joe is this 3 million view channel, and by the way, I'm not really clicking on any of these videos unless I necessarily have to. But I haven't clicked on any. I think the only one I clicked on was Brandon Tenold's just to get to his real quick, and then I searched it afterwards, which I probably should have done in the first place if I knew it was gonna pop up immediately. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. I feel like there's multiple reasons you could make, though, that why they're failing. I'll be doing FNAF's Ruin sometime, and it's just not pulling the numbers it used to, and I think there's a couple reasons. One, there's dead weight on the channels for subscribers. Two, there is probably just lack of interest anymore. People lose interest after a while and they move on to the next thing, or it's not hitting that algorithm. There could be several reasons. I do think to some extent with like me and even my friends, it is also just that the person in charge of the channel is also ruined their reputation through attacking not only their fan base, but doing some really stupid, inappropriate, rude, unprofessional, or dumb things that will also lose you subscribers and viewer poll counts. And even though I do think their subscribers would still show to go up, it is mostly because there's probably a lot of dead weight on your channel. Something like Mischief, probably definitely not dead weight, because that shows that is not dead weight. He zipped up from, what was he? He was really low, though. Like, I think he was even lower than Night's Watch and such. He zipped all the way up past Quantum TV and all that, and it was freaking crazy. It showed the kind of dedication people have, and that there are a lot of people willing to watch that. I bet he makes more views than Angry Joe even. So, and Jim. So, yeah, like if these I feel like if these YouTubers didn't do the stupid actions that they did, they would be liked a lot more, and that they would attract more attention if they also focused on things people actually wanted to see instead of other stupid things that people don't care about. Because most of Angry Joe's channel is him with his friends just sitting around with boring ass talks that nobody probably gives a crap about, and you can see that reflected in the viewership and how it's gone down, and it's mostly down for those videos and not his angry reviews. People want the angry reviews, yet he's not dishing them out as much, and some of those angry reviews people think are going to be genuinely angry reviews, and then they actually watch it, and it's sadly three dudes sitting around boring talk. So, yeah. It's just very lifeless, very dull. That's funny too, because like I was watching somebody talk about how if you have like a mask on, you want to reflect your emotions through body language or your hand gestures, and yet you can see these people's faces, and they're still freaking more boring than somebody whose face you can't see. And I necessarily don't show my face a lot. Yeah, and I know I'm holding on just the loading screen of this. I know a lot of people don't care about that. I'm not a big channel, so I don't think it's that big a deal, especially at the time this goes up. Being even smaller than most of those other channels just talked about, because I'm only like 73. And by the way, I have been looking on PlayStation to see if people put comments and stuff. You can put comments on PlayStation when you see my videos, if you do. And thank you once again for viewing them. I didn't think there were so many people that viewed, liked, or whatever with my videos. Yeah, you're really cool. I know I don't always get to be on PlayStation, but I want to do that more. I actually wanted to start a podcast with my friends where we just kind of talk about random discussions, me, Dave, and Josh. And we're trying to decide whose channel that's going to be on, though it might not be my channel unless I get them together on the PlayStation itself. So, yeah, that would be a great idea. And I'm never running out of ideas. I have plenty of ideas. I mean, the read along thing I want to do, I have so many goddamn books, so there's definitely going to be a lot of content for this channel, as well as ideas that I come up with. And I think I'm doing one last Angry Joe joke video slash dissing him. Because, yeah, that will be my last one. It will be a joke video. I'm going to name it it's going to be similar titled to the previous one. I was originally going to name it Angry Joe Show just to get him upset if he saw that I was stealing his title, but I decided against that for reasons. So I'm going to name it the Moderately Upset Joe Reviews Baldur's Gate, and the footage is going to be Divinity Original Sin 2. And I'm going to joke about that and a couple other things. Hopefully that will be enjoyable for you when I get that up. Yeah, I just had the idea as like I want to roast Angry Joe a little bit. But I just wanted to make this a shorter video. And hello, Capt Miner. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Like, share, and subscribe if you do. I will see you next time. I want to get to Security Breach, of course. By the way, lost all my save data, to remind you. I just realized that. Frick. I almost 100%ed this game too, and I lost all my frickin' save data. Frick. You know, maybe I'll get to 100% it again. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Where's my phone anyways? I'll be putting up another frickin' video though. This is just a short one, so see you in a bit.